Hello, I'm Mary McCorvey of Living, Loving, Being. Today, I'm excited to welcome Rita Wilkins to the program. She is the TEDx speaker whose talk has been viewed more than 1.5 million times. She's a best-selling author and a nationally recognized interior designer. She's known as America's Downsizing Designer. And after making a bold move, she downsized from a 5,000 square foot home to just 867 square feet. She called it her jewel box. Rita has been inspiring people of all ages to live with more intention, less stuff, and way more freedom. Her new book, A Journey to Less, is all about helping you design your dream life that really fits. Thank you very much for joining us today, Rita. Really appreciate you being here.
I'm really glad to be here, Mary. And I think we're so aligned with what our life should be at this stage of the game. It
Mm-hmm.
should be living the life that we really want. And as a designer, I truly believe we can actually design our life. And I've created methodology and I've actually aligned it with my same design principles. If I were designing your kitchen or your building, then you can also use those same principles to design your life. And once I discovered that, I thought, wow, this is really something that, is possible for people. And so the whole downsizing designer thing it was just a platform for me then to be able to speak nationally and actually globally with
Mm-hmm.
regard to living with less.
That's wonderful. Well, this has been quite an adventure for you, for sure. Tell us how you got started.
So I've actually had an interior design firm, my own, for 40 years, and we've done work all over the country, everything from Supreme Court justice chambers to corporate interiors and to corporate penthouses, tiny houses, and tiny kitchens. So our experience is vast, and I I'm single and I built this huge home. I'd never built my own home before, so I had to build a home as part of the process. And so I built a 5,000 square foot home, which was absolutely beautiful. I lived there for 10 years. And during that time, my younger son was serving in the Peace Corps in Senegal at the time. And he
Hmm.
said, Mom, you've got to come and see this. You've got to visit me. So I went and I stayed with him in his tiny hut for a month, a hut that he built, the thatched roof and all. And that trip just changed my life forever. So I actually did a TED talk on this because, if there's ever a point in your life where your head gets turned around and you're not sure exactly what happened, that's what happened to me when I was in Senegal, because I had never experienced people having so much joy in their heart and everything and and the laughter, and yet when you look around they have nothing.
Mm.
Her kitchen table, that my son's African mother, her kitchen table was the ground, and the fire and the big pot of whatever it was that was on there, and that served 16 or 20 people. My kitchen table in my big house actually sat 16 people.
Oh
And
my
so
goodness.
there was one moment I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I have this at home and it's not exactly a happy place. I mean, I certainly had good times there, but it wasn't like this. So here we are sitting around that fire with all these beautiful people, and yet they have nothing. And all I know is that when I got on that plane to come back home, I said, whatever that was, I'm not sure I couldn't identify it yet. I said, I want that. And what I ultimately decided was to downsize from my 5,000 square foot home to my 867 square foot apartment, my jewel box, and give away 95% of my stuff to people who needed it. And I've never been happier.
That's wonderful. What a great story. And now you can see why 1.5 million people have looked at it on TEDx. Your speaking engagements have stood you well, and they will in the future for sure.